Hello, in the previous video we saw how to call multiple functions and how to define them. In C there is no limit of defining functions. We can define as many as functions as we want. We can call as many as functions we want. But calling a function when we use some values is quite different. So let us write let us write a program in which we pass values between two functions, that is main and some other function, that is calculate. So I'll write a program to calculate sum of three numbers. So I'll start int main int a comma b comma c comma and one more sum. Clear screen and printf enter three numbers. Scanf %d and %d comma ampersand a comma ampersand b comma ampersand c semicolon. Now as we have accepted three numbers from the keyboard, now the next thing is sum equals to I'll name the function as calculate, that is cal. I should write open the bracket and write a comma b comma and c semicolon. Semicolon is required over here, and printf the sum is %d comma sum. So when I'm passing values between the function, how I'm supposed to write is name of the function cal and open the bracket, and I should give that data type int x comma int y comma int z. It is not necessary that we should use these same variables. We can use different variables. We can use any variables over here, and after writing this, open the bracket. Before once you write these three variables which you are going to get from the main function, that once you write that, after that you open the flower bracket, and one more variable is required, that is d, and d equals to x plus y plus z, and return d. So first I'll run the program and I'll tell which line is written y. No errors. I'll run it. Enter three numbers 4, 5 and 6. The sum is 15. So what happens over here is the compiler accepts three input in main function, and it will call this function cal. So the control is shifted to cal function over here, and we are writing this x int x, y and z because when we pass values between the function, the original value is not changed. That is, here a remains a 5 itself. I think I had given 5. A remains 5 itself. The copy of a is given to the cal, that is cal function. Here original values will be remained same. So when these duplicates will be received by cal. Here one more d I have declared, that is one more variable d I have used it over here, and d equals to xyz. Whatever the sum of three numbers will be stored in d, and I have written return d over here. Why not return 0? Suppose if I write return 0 over here, what the output will be? Warnings, d is assigned to a value that is never used. As it is a warning, it is not a error. I can run it. I'll run it and I'll give 5, 7 and 2. The sum is 0 because whatever the sum will be, we are returning 0 to the main function. So we should write d over here so that whatever the value is returned will be stored in sum. Now I'll run it. 4, 5 and 6. You can see the sum is 15. This is how we have to write. And suppose if I write printf %d /n %d comma a, what will happen? It will show error, undefined symbol a, because this is error because when I write another function over here, whatever the values I have given here are local to this function. Means here a the value of a is only till this block, only inside this block. This value is not shared throughout the program. Suppose if I write x over here, it will show the sum is /n. See, it will print 5. It will not show error. This tells us that whatever the value we give, that will be local to that scope. So this is how we write. We pass the values between two functions. So I'll tell you once again how I should write. When I call this function, I give a, b, c because these values I want to send it to next function. So that is why I write a, b and c. And here when I define it the function, I am writing the data type of those numbers which I am going to get from the function main. Those all are int. So I'll write int x, int y and int z. This is the syntax, or what we call it, or this is the syntax. Only in this way it should be written. It cannot be written in any other way. So this is how we write, this is how we pass values between function. So that's all in this, guys. That's all in this video, guys.